First, the headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, ministers and MLA took holy dip at the Triveni Sangam Kumbh Mela. Second edition of the Ikoigi Infal International Film Festival has begun from today. And Mahot Minister Y. Khemchand back to Infal. No comment was given to media persons. A very good evening. You're watching the Primetime English News. Now, the news in detail. The Chief Minister of Manipur has expressed his delight at being present in the Prayagraj for the auspicious Mahakumbh Mela, a significant religious gathering that occurs once in every 144 years. He described the event as divine and highlighted its importance. The Chief Minister stated that he, along with his esteemed cabinet colleague and members of the Legislative Assembly, took a sacred dip at the holy Triveni Sangam. This ritual is intended to pray for the peace, harmony and prosperity for the people of Manipur and the entire nation. He hopes that these holy occasions will bring blessings to all. The second edition of the Ikoigi Infal International Film Festivals has begun from today. The festival will be continued till 10 February. The event aims to promote cinema and position Manipur as a hub for the filmmaking. It will feature 54 films, including 38 international titles. The festival offers industry-focused events and is supported by the various governmental and cultural organizations. The opening function was held City Convention Center, College Compound. The festival is organized jointly by the Manipur State Film Development Society, Manipur State Films and Television Institutes and the Films Forum Manipur. IPR Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan and the Chief Secretary P.K. Singh attended as the main guests. Addressing the gathering, IPR Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan spoke about the present status of Manipuri cinema and its contribution to the states of Manipur. He also wished for grand success of the festival.
Many of the film festivals or anything that's related to film, we do get the sponsor from the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. And so many times we as a IPR minister, we do write letters to the Information and Broadcasting Minister because they told us that it should not come from the Agriculture Department. I think this is something I would like to request the Chief Secretary to please look into it so that we get more help from the center and to be able to take our state also forward in terms of the this filmmaking and the cinema industry as well.
On the other hand, as a part of the festival, panel discussion was also held. Many filmmakers took part in the discussion and journalist Sonia Soren Sangbam was the moderator. A 28-year-old man's Kriti Ngamba Laisangtem was shot in the leg by miscreants on Wednesday, February 5, 2025, around 9 p.m. at Game Village Road under the jurisdictions of the Lamphel Police Station. The victim, who resides at Langol Game Village and works as a security guard at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, was immediately taken to the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, for the treatment. Laisangtem sustains a gunshot wounds to his leg in what is believed to be a target attack. Authorities have launched an investigation into the incident, but the motive behind for the shooting remains unclear at this time. The condition of the Laisangtem is being monitored and he is receiving medical care at RIMS. Further details are expected as the investigation progresses. The Nagaland Health Protection Society (NHPS) has issued a stern warning to the impaneled hospitals that are refusing treatment to the beneficiaries, calling it a serious matter that violates the contractual agreements. Several impaneled hospitals are refusing treatments to the beneficiary under the various pretexts, states the office memorandum issued from the Kohima by the NHPS CEO Thaya Silanke. The society has established a toll-free helpline 1-800-202-3380 for the beneficiaries to report any denials of services. Complaints can also be emailed to the nagalands.nhpm@gmail.com. The department promises necessary action against hospital violating the terms. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Mama amawin macha adugi makol khuding khangba ngamli adubu angang adugi sor honba asina kari hairibano haibadu khangba ngamdri
Iche munna yengbiu subaina sor kana honbase pneumonia orambase thengtha biroidabane manaknakpa health center gi doctor amaga tanabigadabane
India da chai khudingi 1.5 lakhs muki angang singna hairiba laina asigi khayata tari
Doctor, kashu tawroidabra?
Kashu tawroida. Thengtharam labadi aruphem orpo yai. Lumna thambiyu, maphijauna thambigan. Yai makhai gas stop sedabiyu. Maikudagi laptop yu. Lok toina khoba, sor thuna honba, thabaki makha wairap subsanba. Fever tawrobadi pneumonia ga mari lene. Pneumonia dagi akoi punna ngak thominars.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 carat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre booking to biduna khudong chaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bagi damakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Welcome back after the break. Moving on with the Lok Sabha was adjourned until 2 p.m. on February 6, shortly after proceedings resumed, following a heated uproar over the deportation of over 100 Indian nationals from the United States. Meanwhile, the Rajya Sabha resumes discussions at noon and is set to hear External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's statements on the issue at 2 p.m. Earlier in the day, both houses of the parliament had been adjourned until noon after opposition leaders raised strong objections over the deportations, leading to the disruptions. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla urged members to allow the House to function smoothly, emphasizing that the matter falls under the Ministry of External Affairs and that the government has already taken note of it. The budget discussions will begin on January 31st, had been marked by the repeated disruptions. Opposition parties had already clashed with the ruling party over Rahul Gandhi's speech on the motions of thanks to the president's address. Additionally, demands for discussions on the recent Mahakam stampede tragedies have further fueled tensions in the parliament. Congress MP Manikrams Tagore, Gaurav Gogoi and KC Venugopal submitted adjournment notices calling for an urgent debate on the deportation issue. The matter gains attention after a U.S. Air Force plane carrying the deported Indian nationals landed in Amritsar on Wednesday. Parliament had originally convened on the Thursday to continue discussions on the Union Budget 2025 to 2026 presented by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Saturday. However, disruptions details the proceedings soon after they began at 11 a.m. "20 suspected drug users were detained by the Cantonment Beach House Police for the obstructing public walkways in a target operation along GS Road on February 5. The suspects were found loitering near the intersections of the Armira and the Boucher Roads, prompting law enforcement to take action. East Khasi Hills Superintendent of Police Vivek Siyam said that the individuals were processed and subsequently bound under various provisions of the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. Police documented detailed profiles of each suspect before determining appropriate legal measures under the BNSS framework. Police documented detailed profiles of each suspect before determining appropriate legal measures under the BNS framework. These enforcement actions represent part of the ongoing efforts to maintain public safety and accessibility of the pedestrians area along the busy GS Road corridor. Three Myanmar nationals and Assam residents have been arrested in Mizoram for allegedly trafficking banned methamphetamine tablets and heroin in two separate operations, an official states on February 6. Excise Department spokesperson Peter Jo Minth Thanga says that 20,200 methamphetamine tablets weighing 2.2 kg were seized on Tuesdays in a joint operation by excise officials and Assam Rifles personnel in the Jote Teo village in Sampai district bordering Myanmar. Methamphetamine tablets, also called crazy drugs, have been banned in India. Methamphetamines is a powerful and highly addictive stimulant and that affects the central nervous system. Sumlamthang 35 and Jamngai No 36, both from the Myanmar chain states, were arrested for allegedly trafficking the contrabands from the neighboring country, he said. US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order blocking transgender women from competing in the female sports categories across American educational institutions. The sweeping measures target high schools, universities, and the grassroots sports programs that receive federal funding. The order grants the Department of Education's new investigative powers to examine schools' compliance with the Title IX, the federal laws prohibiting sex discrimination in education. Schools found violating the orders risk losing federal funding. The wars on women's sports is over, Trump declared at the signing ceremony. He outlined plans to extend restrictions to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, stating his administration would deny visas to transgender athletes seeking to compete in the women's events. White House officials emphasized the order reversed Biden's administration policies that extended Title IX protection to LGBT students. The measures require sporting bodies like the National Collegiate Athletes Association and CAA to participate in the White House discussion with the female athletes and parents. Human rights organizations swiftly condemns the action. This exposed young people to harassment and discrimination, said Human Rights Campaign President Kelly Robinson. For so many student sports are also finding somewhere to belong. The order follows similar restrictions by the major sporting bodies, including swimming, athletics, and golf, which have banned transgender women who have experienced male puberty from elite female competition. This marked Trump's second significant executive actions on the gender issues this year, following a January orders that directed the federal government to define sex solely as male or female. And now let's take another short break again. Keep watching for more updates.
Sky Hospital News Bulletin.
Aigi marumpang khangna sangnam wari sai dubai kaya thoina interest hurudi maramdi Delhi na tere Chandigarh sala ka thawena khalui phibam na yarak tabana akang ai yam haire asamai tabana Sky Hospital da chatpiu hai aduna aina atak jun thasi ge hawlaina sina tatpaya bu saduraga hantak ta August ki tarik kuna thoida la Sky da laksabani adubule Demo for Hydra, no matter the attention Magadi, Nashi oil, because you are in the view. We palpitation, we heartbeat, Yama Horpagi, Sat Karuna Sapayarona, emergency, the Pukatana, emergency, Mukanat Pusile, I see you the Pusindana, Mayam Sangana Honadana, Mayam Kashushin reality, Angang, no we were Degina, Al Powder, An Powder Masida, Karimata Wabaliti, Adana Mas. She later Vanina, Mayam Pashating Naga, Mapan the Tokana Toga, Pashapang shooting a success with those Mayam Yawi, other Mashi Sky Hospital, I am Lakbiraga, palpitation, about noon chong with it. Mashi, Tobiragadi, Yam line, Maman Chang Changana, Yam line, Chikopa, when you have seen, I know Manipur, Miam,
Sky Hospital, providing the ultimate heart care in Manipur.
Karigumba matamda nahak chayul anidagi hena lok khubra laihau hodna numidang khuding humang anapi kabra isa chokthaba natraga numaitaba amadi maram shuklei leitana ishagi arumba hantarapra maram icha chadna chaning thakningba poglaktabra layong sing asi thengnabirabadi nahak TB haibadi tuberculosis narambi Madamaduna hek kanglakpaga kudakta doctor tanabiyu layong sing asi henjelaktanabagidamakta doctor ki pautak matuk in hidak chabagi kanglon chumna chabiba kaubigano amadi hidak sing asi lemna sarkar gi layeng sang singda fangbigani nganna khangduk hoba amadi layong chumna layeng hoba ashina TB lainana shiba natraga imung manungi miyoi singda lowna badagi ngakthok hoba ngamgani kaubigano TB laina asi hojikti mapung fana layeng duna fahan bangamli Hena Kambini Machina, Nekshay helpline number 1800-116666, toll free number that call Tobio. Paujen Joriba, Directorate of Health Services and National TB Elimination Program, National Health Mission, Manipur. TV Mukta Bharat Abhiyan, TV Harega, Desh Jeetega.
Welcome back after the break. Mahood Minister Y. Kempton has returned from Delhi this evening. Many journalists waited for him at Imphal International Airport to take some bites from him regarding present political scenario in Manipur. However, he turned down to say any comments about his visit of Delhi. It may be mentioned that the minister's Khamchand was left in Far for Delhi before 3 days back, as called by the central leaders.
No comment.
Today, combined teams comprising of a CDO unit Kaksing under the commands of OC CDO unit Kaksing, a team of OC Wangzing PS, a team of BSF 06 battalions, E Company, a team of 46 ARF Company, and a team of 2 Mahar regiments under the overall commands of the SDPO Suknu MPS and under the overall supervisions of the TH Bikramjit Singh IPS SP Kakching district, conducted joint operations at the general area of the Wangu, Mamai Ching and the Nungyai Hills range from the 6:30 a.m. to the 8:50 a.m. During the search operations, the arms and ammunition have been recovered. The arms and ammunition were found containing in an empty rice sack from the secluded areas at the foothills of the Wangu Nungyai Hill range. The recovered items are 1 numbers of the single barrel, body number XJ3780, 1 number of the SLR rifles with the empty mag, body number ED8641, 2 numbers of the .36 HE grenades, 1 numbers tear gas grenade, 1 numbers of the tear gas cells, 2 numbers of the IED 600 grams approximate, 1 number empty rice sacks marked as a superstars white in color. The gas has been taken up by the Wangu PS and investigators has started into it. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Birens and the Chief Ministers and MLA took holiday at the Triveni Sangam Kumbh Mela. Second edition of Aikoige in Fall International Film Festival has begun from today. And Mahut Minister Y. Khamchand back to Infal. No comment was given to media persons. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for joining with us and have a good night.